Hey there, my friends. Hope you all had a nice weekend. For me, it was pretty quiet. Watched football all day Saturday, and then got out of the house and rode over to Pensacola yesterday, and got lucky and found a couple of meme sapotes. So I am anxiously waiting for them to ripen. I was working on some recipes this morning, and I said, no, this would make a good video here. Just kind of showing you how I do it, because there's no magic here. There's no magic here. I like to hack things. Basically, that's all I am, is a hack. That's why I really am not selling recipe books or anything, because I just kind of throw stuff together and kind of hack these recipes. But anyhow, you can do it yourself. You don't have to wait for other people to create recipes. You don't have to watch countless videos. You don't have to buy countless books, although there are some recipe books that I like out there. It's a very simple method. It's called Google, and well, I also use ChatGPT too. Look, we've got the world at our fingertips out there. We have, except for, certain issues, we have very little need to even ask questions to other humans. And like I say, I use ChatGPT to kind of help me a little bit too. Plus, I got the paid version, because that paid version is like AI on steroids. And yeah, I like, say, hail the machines, because I'm kind of one of those people that don't like to wait around. I don't like to ask people things. I like to kind of get right to it. So without any further ado, when I'm looking for things, here's just simply basically what I do. I go to Google and I start playing around with searches. Now, depending on what I'm looking for, I will search, like if I have a particular flavor, or if I have one particular ingredient that I want to center the recipe around, I'll just go in and go recipes made with this. Or for instance, if you wanted to make a dish like a lasagna, you could go in and search lasagna, or you could search whatever it is. And then what I do is, like, for instance, I made this a while back, and I'm going to use it as an example. Sweet potato black bean chili. I go in, and those are the exact words I search. Sweet potato black bean chili. Now, for this particular recipe, most of these are going to come up vegan, plant-based. Although, I probably shouldn't say that. I did see a number of them in there that had meat in there. But anyhow, first, I just start like that, because if I've got a recipe that I'm working on, a lot of times all I've really got to do is see the non-plant-based version, and I just start thinking about, substitutions I can make for the things that I don't want to use in there. But then sometimes too, I'll actually look at, well, what I'll do is, okay, I do a search, then I'll look at 5, 6, 7 different recipes. I see what are common ingredients. A lot of times going in, like, I've played around enough in the kitchen now to where I kind of have an idea of flavors, seasonings, ingredients that are going to go in. And I just go through and kind of confirm. And I see, like, if I look at 5 or 6 recipes, I'm like, this is something that's common in all of them. And then I just pick and choose, once again, whether it's, sometimes it's even a plant-based recipe. And I'm like, I don't really want to use this, so either I'll leave it out or I'll find something to substitute it for. Now, when it's me, it might be different when you're creating your recipes, but you've heard me go on and on about how I hate to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So there's also that factor factored in when I'm going through recipes too. Like, to be honest with you, and a lot of times, God bless you, but people will always say, well, why don't you add this? And why don't you add this? And why don't you add this? Because I'm always looking to subtract things. I don't want to put more in there. But I would caution this too, is if you do develop your own recipes, or even as you're making things, leave something out sometimes and see if it really changes the taste. Like, I've played around sometimes in things that I used to use. I'm like, sometimes I'll make a recipe now and cut out 3 or 4 ingredients that I used to use, but it's all right there. It's all right there. I mean, Google is simple enough. You can go in there, you can pretty much find anything you want. There's another one I'm working on, right? Like salad dressings. Salad dressings are, okay, that's an even better example, because like I will sometimes have a salad dressing in mind. whether it's like a commercial salad dressing or it's just a salad dressing with a certain ingredient in there. So that once again, you can just go ahead, you can go in and say like French dressing, Thousand Island dressing, ranch dressing, and then you can go in and figure out how to veganize that. Or you could just go in and you could say plant-based ranch dressing, plant-based French dressing, vice versa. You know what I'm talking about there. And just do it like that. But you just kind of start looking through and putting pieces together and finding out what works together. And the more you play around in the kitchen, it'll just get into your head. It'll get into your memory like, oh, when I use this, this goes well with this and whatever. But one reason I want to really say, you're probably not going to go out and get the paid version of ChatGPT just to create recipes with. But if you already have it, or if you have other things that you think you might use it for, look into it, because the prompt is like, a lot of people don't really understand that. Even my roommate, I've told him a few times, he's got, I go in the free version. The free version's not up to date on the internet, and it's just, you can actually get a lot better out of there. And one last thing there, if you ever do decide you want to use, this is just kind of a little bonus that can be used for recipes or just talking about ChatGPT or in general. Learn how to prompt. A lot of it goes into prompting. I've heard so many people say like they have used it before and it was just useless, or they got nonsense answers. You've got to learn how to prompt. I took this seminar. It's a free seminar from a podcast I listened to. Podcast is called Everyday AI. I think he does the seminar like every week. He might even do it twice a week. You sign up for it. Sometimes it takes you a week or two to get in there. And it's about an hour and 15 minutes. And it really goes in depth on how to talk to it and get stuff out of there like that. So I've got several different threads, which are kind of like different research assistants for different subjects going. And I got in there this morning and started working on some soups. And I'm telling you, the results are really good. It's just you have to put the right stuff in to get the right stuff out, and a lot of times people don't have patience for that. But anyhow, listen, pretty much I've never been big on following YouTube creators or learning any of this plant-based stuff other than through kind of my very focus, like, okay, this is what I want to learn. I don't just have people that I just follow, other than the people that like are sharing science all the time. Like I was just listening to Simon Hill podcast a little while ago. But anyhow, I'm getting off the subject of recipe creation. It's as simple as that. Just get into Google, play around. When you're sitting around in the evening, scrolling on your phone anyway, and you'll find out that you can create almost anything you want to eat, because I am always satisfied with my food. It's not necessarily award-winning. It's not like you're going to take it somewhere and people are going to go, oh my God, this is insane. But then again, how much of your day-to-day just meals actually are. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this one today and got a little bit of something out of it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to the channel. I should have a recipe coming sometime this week. I'm working on a couple. I'm not sure just which one I'm going to share. But anyhow, y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.